Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, the next unit that is going to drop on Global Dokkan is, of course, this bad boy right here. Buuhan gets his EZA, and I do think he becomes a very, very good unit post-EZA. The only thing I feel like that holds Buuhan back is just a lot of Majin Buu units I feel as though they don't work well in a lot of the different teams they're on, in a lot of the different situations that they're on, right? I think the Majin Buu units would greatly benefit from a improved Majin Buu Saga leader, and if maybe that leader would be like a ridiculous LR Kid Buu or something like that, who would like link up like then you could make like a full team of Buu units who would link up incredibly. I think that would be good. But right now, like, I think the Buu units work really well on Artificial Lifeform. The Artificial Lifeform team is just, it's honestly crazy. I mean, this team is going to be so much fun as soon as it gets a real category leader. I've been pleading with people to give the Artificial Lifeform team a chance. It's so crazy. It's just the one thing, of course, is that you're gonna have to. All right, so he's at 1.49. See, obviously that's a lot of orbs right there. I mean, it's not like we don't have him with Fierce Battle or anything though. He would have healed up a lot if we had damage done. You know, a lot of those things do need to be, like, you know, sort of said. So the Artificial Lifeform team, plus we are on a double 130% lead, right? It's not like we're on a proper category buff. One reason I feel like a lot of people probably don't really run this team would have to do with the fact that it's a summonable LR that's the leader of the team. Like, if we go ahead... I can't stop myself from super attacking here. If we go ahead and take a look at the Artificial Lifeform category, right? As of right now, Baby is a leader for the team. Then we have LR Prime Battle Cell, who is not on Global. And then we also have the Summonable Cell Jr. that was on the LR Cell banner. Well, you know, Cell Jr. was featured on an LR banner, so they had the same rate as an LR. And then, you know, he's, like, unfeatured in the Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan Goku banner. So, it's not very likely, I would say, that global players could run the Artificial Lifeform team right now, because you'd either have to pull a summonable LR or a unit with a chance of a summonable LR, right? So, I do understand that, but once we get a proper leader, this team is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. I am using Metal Cooler here as well. Yeah, see, this, like, dude, this team, like, look at, okay, we're starting the rotation. Look at Baby. He has his 18-key super attack starting right here. Like it's just, this team is honestly just nuts. Like, all these units work great. I mean, obviously one reason the team functions so smoothly is because Baby, of course, is a 4-key leader. Those 4-key leaders, man, they're ridiculous. Another reason why I consider that, well, I was going to say another reason why I consider the LR Androids so good, but there's not much difference between MVP 17 and the LR Androids, because MVP 17 gives 3-key, but then he also gives 3-key from his passive, right? And then, you know, the LR Androids give 4-key from their passive. So, a little bit of a weird situation there, but say LR Tech Broly gave 4-key and 150% of stats for Revived Warriors, then I would actually prefer him as a leader to Angel Gold and Frieza, right? Which would be very interesting. I just can't. The team, like, it just functions so good here. I'm just gonna go ahead and blow God Goku away, I guess, and then we'll hope that we've got a lot of orbs next turn for Buuhan. So after Buuhan's EZA, he does remain similar in that, you know, he's a nuking type character. I'm really not a fan of these nuking type characters. I think one reason I'm not the biggest fan of Buuhan's EZA as well is because it's still inconsistent, right? No matter what you say, there's not consistency in how many orbs you're going to get 100% of the time, right? Like, it's sometimes you can get a lot and Buuhan is going to hit super hard and his defense is going to be really good. Other times, you're just not going to be able to get a lot of orbs. You know, it's just the way it is, right? He does have shocking speed, which is good. Now, one thing I do really like about him is that he greatly lowers attack on both his 12 and his 18-key super attack. That's real, or excuse me, not on both his normal 12-key super attack and then his upgraded 12-key super attack, which is the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack. Y'all know what I'm saying with Buuhan. So you know, previously before his EZA, he just lowered attack with his 12 key, and then once you got the Supergirl's Kamikaze attack, then he greatly lowered. But he does it on both now, which obviously is very, very helpful. Okay, so, yeah, see, like, I finally get the rotation I'm looking for. We got Kid Buu here. Now that Kid Buu is on rotation with Buuhan, Buuhan's going to get a massive power buff, right? Just a huge power jump. But then there's, like, no orbs for us to get. Like that's just the way it works, right? Again, I don't want to make this a negative video about Buuhan because he is very good. I just, you know, for me, I don't have him in the top 5 best EZAs. I don't even know if I have him in the top 10. Buuhan is a unit that I definitely overrated when we first, like, got his info and we're testing him out. But, like, just, you know, see, because the thing with me, when I rate units initially, it's like, I'm just doing it off of their info, right? I haven't taken them into Super Battle Road, Dokkan Battlefield, you know, Legendary Goku event, all these different places to sort of test them out. And then how I, like, evaluate a unit then is kind of a combo of all these modes. And, like, if they're godly in at least one of the modes, let's say LR AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right? Who is one of the kings of the Legendary Goku event. To me, that's like extra credit. Like, that unit becomes even better because if they can at least dominate one of these modes, then they're amazing for free-to-play players to get, right? One thing I will say, of course, is that Buuhan, his leader skill is fantastic. Absolutely do love his leader skill for Dokkan Battlefield. I do really like the 4 key leaders and 100% the stats. Those are very, very good. Okay, so we completed this. Now, let's go ahead and check out Buuhan on the Kamehameha team, the brand new team. That's something I'm looking forward to. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the Kamehameha team. Now, Buuhan is on a couple of different teams, right? The Majin Buu arc team, which I think is just, it just doesn't really work very well. It's not that impressive. I think, like, Vegito doesn't fit well with a lot of the units. Vegito, like, if AGL Super Vegito was leader of the Majin Buu arc team with Prepare for Battle and Shocking Speed, that team would be way different in my eyes because, like, a lot of the Boos have Shocking Speed, right? Well, you know, well, some of them do. But, like, you know, Physical Vegito didn't get Shocking Speed, which I remember hating at the time. And then the Transformation Boost team. Now, the Transformation Boost team is going to be a little bit similar to the Kamehameha team. Like, there are a number of Boos that are on the Kamehameha team, right? But there's better support type units on the Kamehameha team. So I decided we go ahead and check out our boy Buuhan over here. So we got a pretty good rotation right here. What is this? 7 orbs right here? That's not too bad. So let's see what Buuhan will do with 7 orbs. We can also check his defense. Let me see what his defense is right here. 90k. Now, this Gohan does give defense. He does. Okay, so, see, that's, I mean, Buuhan got 7 orbs. That's a lot. And we have a 35% defense support type unit on rotation. And his defense is only about 90k. See, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Now, one thing we haven't had a chance to show off that I don't want to get lost in the shuffle, though, is just how much Buuhan can heal with these orbs, right? He does now heal 10k HP per orb, which is a lot, right? That is a really big number, especially if it's in orbs. Remember that Buuhan will also get the extra buff from having, like, a high defense and getting the extra HP. So, like, if you would get 10 in orbs, Buuhan would recover, like, 110,000 HP or 120,000 HP, something like that. Like, it would be insane. Okay, this is perfect. I do want to stall a little bit here. I guess I'll keep the 2 Gohans on rotation next to each other. And then I can avoid having them super attack, which is good. This Evil Buu, by the way, did also get an EZA. He is now way better. He's especially good if you're going up against a Majin Buu arc enemy. If you're going up against a Majin Buu arc enemy, that STR Evil Buu is like Dokkan Fest exclusive level. That's not an exaggeration either. He's so crazy. Like, they just really said, F it. We're just gonna make him nuts. Okay. Here's a good thing, right? Transforming Buu, this is what, turn 3? So next time he's gonna turn into Buuhan. So we'll have the double Buuhans next to each other. That's gonna be good. Because they're gonna share almost every link, I imagine. Let me quickly double check. I think there's one difference they have. Okay. Let me see. So, Buuhan, transforming Buuhan, Majin, Big Bad Bosses, Metamorphosis, Shocking Speed. Oh, he's got Fear and Faith instead of Kamehameha. That's it. The rest of it is exactly the same. So they're going to work incredibly well together, obviously. The only thing is we can't have Physical Kid Buu on the team. Alright, even with AGL Gohan here, we're going to have to double King Yama here. Obviously, you gotta play it safe in this phase right here. You cannot mess around with this Spirit Bomb Goku. Alright, so let's go ahead and have the Gohans finish this guy off quickly, which I think they will. I do like my boy, AGL, Super Saiyan Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. He's great. It is just, to me, he'll always be synonymous with disappointment, just because I feel like, did I look away and not actually use both King Yamas? I thought I did. Wow. I thought I used the King Yamas. I guess I didn't. But yeah, like I was saying, he'll always be synonymous with disappointment, because I personally feel like no one was more deserving of being the best unit in the game than him. And when he didn't get it, that disappointed me. Okay, let me just hop right back into the same event, same team, because I do want to see, the two Buuhans next to each other. So, whoops. Alright, guys, so here we are with the Buuhan rotation that your boy is looking for. So, we're going to be able to get a decent amount of orbs. We also do have that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on rotation. Let me not accidentally only use one King Yama this time. How about that? I think that's, okay, so we use the King Yama. Okay, so, wait a minute. If I have Buuhan in the middle, he's going to get Kamehameha from Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Hold up. Alright, so, we are back. This time I'm going to do this correctly. We'll go ahead and let our boy Buuhan get, basically, he has every link active, and we've got a good support type unit here on rotation. So, this is actually going to be a decent rotation for Buuhan. We're able to get a good number of orbs, but there's only so much we can ask for, right? I mean, every link active, well, I mean, except for Big Bad Bosses, of course, but, you all know how that is. It's going to be very difficult to take damage on this team with Buuhan around anyway to get Big Bad Bosses active. 2.45, we'll take it. That's good. But, again, heavily inconsistent compared to someone like Janemba, right? Janemba, did I not use the double? I jumped back in and didn't use the double King Yama. I died twice to Spirit Bomb Goku here. Are you kidding me? I used the double King Yamas. Then I reset, and I came back in and didn't use them. Great. What a mess. I mean, at least we saw the good rotation from Buu. Oh, man. Alright, guys, so we're back into this UI Goku event. Well, at the very least, we're getting a lot of turns of Buuhan in this Buuhan showcase, right? We'll probably get a couple more turns here of Buuhan. I mean, from what I've seen, I do like him best on this Kamehameha team. I mean, that STR Evil Buu is good enough to run. It's not like he's bad or anything. Obviously, like that Physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is good. Transforming Buu, I mean, the problem with transforming Buu is that he doesn't transform on turn 3, right? If Buu transformed on turn 3, he's a completely different unit. But, unfortunately, he transforms on turn 5, making him borderline unplayable. Int Goku Black at least has got some value. I honestly, as of this moment, Super Buu as the worst category leader doesn't seem too far-fetched to me, because I think Physical Future Gohan got a massive buff by Int Future Gohan being added into the game. I do not consider Physical Future Gohan probably even one of the worst category leaders anymore. Like, just an amazing partner like that is all it takes for a unit's value to go skyrocketing up, right? So, I mean, now, like, Int Goku Black, I guess is down there still. Super Buu. honestly, myself, I think Tech Hit is down there. I mean, a lot of people aren't going to agree with me, but that, that's just me. I'm not saying Tech Hit is, well, I don't like Tech Hit. We'll say that, right? And then STR Ultimate Gohan is I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of I'm not the biggest fan at all of STR Ultimate Gohan. He leaves a lot to be desired for me. If his guard ability was 50% or higher, it'd be a completely different story about that Ultimate Gohan. But unfortunately, it's not 50% or higher. And it's not something you can rely upon. And it's not something you're going to see very often. And it's just, honestly, I don't... SCR Ultimate Gohan, I feel like you could maybe talk me right now into saying that he's the worst category leader. I feel like that's another thing where people are not going to agree with me at all. I mean, he does still give the 50%... It's 50% defense, right? To super type allies? I believe so. Which is good, but, I'm also going to put this Gohan right here. We've had some shenanigans here with, with this Goku. Wait a minute, I'm going to die again because I'm not going to get a super attack now with that first Gohan. Watch, we're going to die. If I die 3 times to UI Goku in this video, there's no way. There's no way. I am not going to die. What? Did I not? Okay. Did I not use double King Yama there? Am I crazy? Alright guys, so I went back and reviewed the footage, and I did indeed use double King Yamas. So it seems like after the last JP update, there may have been some sort of change in the game. Because previously, this is true, if you use the double King Yama, the 50% damage reduction would stack, and it would give you 100% damage reduction. To me, it appears that might not be the case anymore. I don't know if you can only use 1 damage reduction item per turn or what, but very clearly, I used both King Yamas, and it seemed like both did not work. I don't know if it's a glitch or what. I'll probably post a clip on Twitter, and we'll see what people say. Now, this Buuhan right here, right? This is Countdown to Despair Majin Buu Ultimate Gohan. His leader skill is Int type Key 4 and 100% to stats. Incredibly good for Dokkan Battlefield, so no matter what, he is going to be very, very valuable in there. Buuhan is actually a great Dokkan Battlefield unit because you can't use items in Dokkan Battlefield, right? And Buuhan is going to be able to heal a lot of health, so he's going to be very, very exceptional in that area. At SA 14+, his super attack is the Vice Shout, which does immense damage and greatly lowers attack and defense. I presume SA 14 is when it gets to the greatly lowers attack and defense part. And then he has a 30% chance of doing the Supergirl's Kamikaze attack instead, which does immense damage with greater power and then greatly lowers attack and defense. So very nice that he has greatly lowers on both of his super attacks there. His passive skill is Winning is Everything, which gives him 17% attack and 10% defense per orb. And then he also gets 10,000 HP per key sphere, or per orb obtained. So, he is able to put out a good amount of damage. But, I mean, as you guys can see, it just pales in comparison to units like STR Gogeta and Int Janemba. Honestly, to me, am I crazy? But Buuhan kind of seems like fodder compared to some of these other EZAs that have come out. Buuhan does not seem like anything that can be compared to, like, Kaioken Blue Goku, for example. I don't think he's bad, but not one of the 5 or probably even 10 best EZAs, in my opinion. And then the last thing Buuhan does from his passive is that if he defeats an enemy, if he delivers a final blow to the enemy, he will recover 15% HP at the start of turn, or at the end of turn. I did do several tests on this in Super Battle Road and stuff like that, if you guys want to check out videos I've done. It's an interesting ability. I don't think it's too bad, but I certainly do think it would work out a little bit better if it was like 25% HP healed, because I feel like it's not something you're going to get too often, but, oh well, not a big deal. His links are Majin, Big Bad Bosses, Metamorphosis, Shocking Speed, Kamehameha, The Wall Standing Tall, and Fierce Battle. So his links are fine. Definitely don't have an issue with his links, I guess. We'll see what happens when a new Majin Buu Arc Saga leader comes into fruition. Buu has a 12 multiplier of 140%. Not too bad. This was before, basically every Dokkan Fest exclusive started to get 150% as their 12 key multiplier, right? And then finally, Our boy Buuhan is on 4 different category teams. I guess that's another thing that's kind of disappointing, is that a lot of Dokkan Fest exclusives these days are on way more than 4 category teams. So in a couple of different areas, it seems like Buuhan is not aging well. For starters, this is the Majin Buu arc team. Yeah, I gotta remember that the new units start out at the top now. It's just, that's an update I gotta get used to. Then over here, this I believe is the Transformation Boost team, where he certainly could be good. You know, villains work a lot better on that team right now than heroes, obviously. Then he's also over here on the Artificial Lifeform team, which is, I mean, that might honestly be where he will end up being the best, but it doesn't have a proper category leader as of right now, right? And then finally, he is on the Kamehameha category team, where I actually thought he seemed pretty decent. I thought he was pretty good on the Kamehameha category team. So let me know what you guys think, global players, of Buuhan, who you guys are about to get his EZA. I think he's fine. He could have been better, but he also could have been worse, so I'm totally okay with how he ended up. At the very least, he will be very, very helpful for, like, you know, some OG Super Battle World runs, maybe the original 10 stages, or even Dokkan Battlefield. This Buuhan will be very good. So, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.